go to the USA. Where is Caracas? Where is Caracas? Does anybody know that?
Cannabis.
Caracas.
อยู่ที่ไหน
Okay, Caracas.
ไม่ใช่
It's the capital
เวเนซุเอลา
of Venezuela. It's a country in South America. It's right up here, so at the very top of South America is Venezuela. And what is happening in Venezuela? Can anyone tell me? Do you read the newspapers about?
country in the big global
อะไรนะ
เมื่อประเทศเวเนซุเอลาตอนนี้มันมีประเทศสงครามกลางเมือง
อ๋อเวเนซุเอลา
They have
เวเนซุเอลาที่มีปัญหา
I'm
ว่า
sorry. Let me hear him again. I think he's got it. What did you say?
เขาถามอะไร
Don't be shy. I just didn't hear it.
Venezuela is famous for its universe.
Okay, that's not the answer I was expecting, but that is actually very true. They're famous for winning Miss Universe because the women are also very beautiful. I was thinking more of something less happy, the economic crisis. The economy of Venezuela is doing very badly, and so people don't have enough food to eat, they don't have enough medicine, they don't have enough fuel to run for their stoves. It's a very serious crisis.
I think in the
So that's the reason she doesn't want to visit Venezuela. She doesn't want to visit.
I think at the present time China is the economic crisis. China.
I think the crisis in Venezuela is much worse than the economic crisis. What we have in China is what we would call a health crisis.
Or health crisis or
วิกฤตสุขภาพ
And we're going to finish this exercise. I think we only have 2 or 3 more. And then we'll spend some time talking about the health crisis. We actually have an article to read about it. Okay, let's do the last. Kun Mali, the next one, number 14. Oh, he doesn't begin his new job on the 15th. When does he begin it? When will he begin it? On the 16th? On the 20th?
next month
Okay. Number 15. Kun. Uh-oh.
no that's not her name
คุณอะไร
Kun Tong. Sorry.
child
The child doesn't play in the park every afternoon.
The child does not play in the park every afternoon. And so I might ask, when does the child play? Every morning?
They play in the school.
They play in the school, not in the park. Very good. Good answer. Okay. Kun Kat.
I don't make mistake in spelling.
Do you make mistakes in grammar?
โอ้ จบเลย
Oh, I don't actually, I will say this. If you can say, I don't make mistakes in spelling, you are probably studying a different language. Because one of the hardest things about English is spelling. Because the English language comes from different languages, we have these words that are spelled like bad German. These words that are spelled like, oh, it used to be French, but it changed. These words that are spelled like, oh, that one is from Hindi. What do we wear when we go to sleep? What's the clothing that we wear? Maybe you don't know this. Do you know the word pajama? This is a word we use in English, but it comes from Hindi. Now, most of the words that we are using today are coming either from German and its family, or from French and that Latin family. But there are a few exceptions, and it makes it hard to spell. So when we have an exercise like this, I never make mistakes in spelling. I am a native speaker of English. I still make mistakes in spelling. It is the hardest thing about the English language, or one of the hardest things about the English language. Okay, instead of doing another exercise, I think, since the day is going quickly, time flies. Do you know this phrase? This is a good phrase. This is what happened. Time flies. It's actually from a Latin phrase. Tempus fugit. Time flies. Oh, we start class, and next thing I know, class is over because we're having so much fun. Time flies. Birds fly. Airplanes fly. But when we say time flies, it doesn't mean that the clock goes soaring through the air. It means that the time is going quickly. And that's usually because we're having a good time. So I hope that when you come to my class, I hope that the time flies. So, okay, time is flying, so let's keep moving. Oh shoot. I should have done this up right. Okay, this article is about the health crisis in China. And we're going to, about Wuhan, very good. So the article is 2 days old. And so it is already what we would call out of date or outdated. It tells you how many cases there are, and the numbers are all too small because there are more cases.
The number is 3.
Okay, so let's talk a little about the health crisis. What is the disease called? Coronavirus. They say coronavirus, right? Is that correct? Coronavirus, yeah. Okay, and coronavirus is a combination of 2 words, corona and virus. Who can tell me what a virus is?
It's a germ.
Okay, it's a type of germ. And we won't go into all the medical specifics because I am not a doctor. I don't know everything about it. But what is another kind of germ?
Virus.
Virus is one kind. What's another kind?
Why virus?
Bacteria.
Very good. Bacteria. And the plural of bacterium is bacteria. This is, when we don't have a lot of these in English. They are words from Latin that end in IUM, and the plural becomes IA. It's not always true, but they are usually words in the sciences. A bacterium, 2 bacteria. A virus, 2 viruses. A germ, 2 germs. Okay, so bacteria and viruses are both types of germs. Bacteria, how do we kill bacteria?
Antibiotic.
Excellent. Antibiotics. And how long have we had antibiotics?
Maybe 1 week.
Maybe
Maybe
5, maybe 7, maybe 10, maybe 14 days.
Okay, we take it for 10 days, yes. How old, when were they invented? When were they discovered? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, they're not that old. They were developed after the Second World War.
Oh,
So only about 60 or 70 years. 70 or 75 years. So it's not a real old area. And what happens if people take too many antibiotics?
In resistance.
Excellent, excellent. We become resistant. And that means that the antibiotic won't work in killing the bacteria. The bacteria are getting stronger and they are resistant to antibiotics. Okay, if you want to avoid a virus, what do you do?
Avoid virus.
Not,
Take care your health.
not go to the
Too
place.
strong. Too strong.
Many people